It's July 2016 already, and I came down to one of my favorite lakes to give you my messages and predictions for July 2016. Hi, I'm Diana Rankin, a life coach and psychic medium, and as if you've listened to my videos on messages and predictions before, you know I use one of my books, The Master's Book of Answers by Philip. Philip is my spirit guide. I don't know if you can see that. The sun may be in the way. But each page on the book is a different answer. And so many of my clients tell me, or readers of the book tell me, that they use this book, they keep it by their bedside, and before they go to sleep at night, they get a message for the next day, or when they wake in the morning, they pick it up and get a message for that day. So thank you to those of you who have purchased the book and are using it for your life. We're going to just flip through today and see what kind of a message we get from Philip, and then I'll give you a little information to interpret it. So here we go. All right. By the way, you have to think left or right, because on each page there's a different message, and there's a left page and a right page. So I was thinking that we were going to go right, but I think left is also very important for today's message. And they kind of go together. Excuse me. On the left, it says, be an answer to the problem, not the problem itself. And I'm going to keep that in mind. Be an answer to the problem, not the problem itself. And on the right, it says, you are not the power. You are the channel through which the power flows. You are not the power. You are the channel through which the power flows. I want to talk a little bit to you about both of these. You know, before I came over here to the lake to give a message for and prediction for July, I ran through the closest small town and I dropped off a donation at our local shelter. And I was very saddened to hear that the shelter is overflowing and they've been busier than ever. And that does hurt my heart. And I know those of you out there who are so sensitive, that this is not an easy time to go through, that there's a lot going on in the world that is very difficult to deal with. It's the energy that we're in right now is very difficult, and I did promise that for those of us who have been the light workers, so to speak, those of us who are holding the love and really working to make our world a better place, this is our year. This is the year that we really are going to make a breakthrough. That doesn't mean it's easy, however. And so think about whatever it is you're passionate about, whether it's a homeless shelter or an animal shelter, or you may be passionate about the politics in the U.S. or in your country. But get involved, because that's the way of helping your heart to heal from all that's going on in the world. This is not easy energy that we're in, but it is energy of change. And all of the ancient mythology tells us change comes out of chaos. And right now we are working through that change. And so those of us who can hold that love for our own lives and for the world really have a responsibility to do that. And what I want to remind you is, be the answer to the problem, not the problem itself. So don't sit in front of the TV and moan and groan. Get out there and take action, but take the action in love. That's the important thing. And then I also remind you, you are not the power. You are the channel through which the power flows. We are the love, but it is coming from that higher source that channels through us. Let us be that love. That's where the power is. If it's only coming from our human life, that's not strong enough. It's got to come from the divine source. So let that love, which is the most powerful thing there is, much more powerful than fear. Love is much more powerful than hate. And there's right now too much fear and too much hate and too much damage going on in our world. But we can counteract it with the most powerful divine force there is, and that is love. But remember, you're the channel for love. You're the channel. The divine force is working through you. Let it work through you to pick that which you are really passionate about. And go for it. As I sit here, the wind is picking up and dying down and picking up, so you may hear it rustling through the trees, and it's absolutely beautiful day here. A bit windy, but I hope you're all having a marvelous day where you are. I love all of you. Thank you for supporting this channel and supporting me. I'm so grateful. Keep in mind, I just to recap everything I've said, it's not going to necessarily get easier, but we can do it. We are the strong ones. And so our lives that hold the love, that's our mission this July. And to find something that we're passionate about, go out and let the divine love move through us into that passion that will do some good in the world. Thank you so much. This is Diana Rankin saying, we'll see you in August or on one of the other videos.